Okay. Okay. Excuse me. Oh my. Sorry about that. My pop filter was askew. I didn't have time to test my mic today, so hopefully it's working. I did have time. I went live like 5 minutes early, but the truth is, I forgot to plug it in before the stream started, like a total dummy. But okay, anyway, today we are watching the Nintendo Direct. So, whoops. Did totally the wrong thing there. Mic functions, okay, good to know. Alright, I'll give myself 2 minutes of preamble, I guess. Right. I mean, yeah, the reason that I'm doing a Nintendo Direct reaction, which is something I've never done before, is that, although I have thought about it, but I missed it today. I woke up with 2 hours to spare, and then I fell asleep again. But, you know, I thought, oh, I'm a little bit tired, you know, I'll have, like, you know, I'll sleep for another hour. I slept for another 3 hours, so... Anyway, a little flustered, but this should warm me up nicely for Pokemon and Hylix. And yeah, I've definitely, with the recent directs, I have been like, oh man, I wish I'd recorded that, because they've been on a really strong streak recently. Like, I think after like E3 2019, I mean, I got really excited at that one because of the Spyro Switch announcement. People in the Discord remember that, but since then they were kind of on a like rough streak for like a year or more even. We had this huge dry spell, and then when they came back, they were kind of mediocre. Remember that really crusty wrestling game? But yeah, they got good again. And and now we sit for 22 seconds. No, I hope this is a reasonably entertaining one. Although, since it's not just Pokemon, then don't expect me to have a reaction for everything. Excuse me. Alright, here we go. Probably.
Peggy 18.
Hmm? Peggy 18? Really? Oh, I guess they just show a violent game at some point. Sploon. What's this, Portal? What on earth? What on earth? Okay, this definitely had a Portal. This definitely has a Portal aesthetic. Look at that. So I guess this is a new DLC or something. They don't normally have green skin, do they? Wave 2, we only got a teaser last direct. Okay, I don't remember at all. I hope it's not too loud, by the way. I did just turn it down. Well, it might sound good to you, but chances are, like, there's like a 90% chance that I listen to it later on and I'm like, darn, it's way too loud. Why didn't anyone tell me?
皆さんこんにちは。任天堂ダイレクトの案内役を務めます高橋です。最初にご覧いただいたのはスプラトゥーン3のエキスパンションパス第2弾サイドオーダーの映像です。
I wonder what's going on with the
秩序の
aesthetic.
塔を舞台にプレイヤーの能力を強化しながら攻略していく内容で繰り返し何度も遊べる一人用のゲームモードとして開発を進めています。配信時期は2024年の春以降を予定していますので、もうしばらくお待ちください。それではヘッドラインをご覧ください。
The toys are back in town.
Really? Really?
Mario.
Oh.
Rivalry that heated up on Game Boy Advance reignites.
Oh, you actually play. It's actually the first one where you play as Mario.
Donkey Kong has stolen all the mini Mario toys from the factory.
Wow.
And it's up to Mario to track him
I just
down.
watched the Lonely Goombas series on this series like a couple of weeks ago. And yeah, this certainly benefits the visuals of the game a lot, given how crusty it was on GBA. Though, it definitely looks on the cheap side, with the standard 3D models and the 2D perspective. Yeah, it looks alright though, and from what I heard, it's a good game, so this is pretty cool. Yep, they've got the iconic handstand, which was only in this and Donkey Kong 94, I think. Oh, hey, Doug.
And face Donkey Kong head on. In this updated version of the game, you can play with a friend.
Oh, so you haven't seen it either then, I guess.
However you choose to
well, let's react to it together.
To recover the toys. Mario vs. Donkey Kong launches on
Of all the things I expected them to remake,
pre-orders begin on
that was
Nintendo
not it.
eShop shortly after this presentation.
But that's pretty cool.
Save the prince and the world. Guide Sargon as he sets off to save the Prince of Persia and
Is this a
restore the world's
remaster
balance.
or an original one?
Tapping into
There
the
have been
roots of
so
the
many Prince of Persia
series,
games.
This game features 2D, side-scrolling action-adventure gameplay. Dash through breathtaking environments in a mythological, Persian-inspired world. But don't linger too long if you hope to survive. Harness sword and bow techniques, as well as time powers, to best these hostile lands. As your journey progresses, Sargon will grow stronger and learn new abilities that expand his arsenal. Equip amulets to further boost your abilities.
Is this a new one? I guess it's a new one, probably.
The number of amulets you can equip
Another
so choose
new
wisely.
take on the Prince of Persia
Use
series.
everything at your disposal to navigate
Whoa.
this harsh world and defeat the mythical beasts that stand in your way. Get ready to save the prince and discover the mysteries of Mount Kaf. When Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown launches on Nintendo Switch January 18th. You can receive the in-game Warrior Within outfit by pre-ordering the game from Nintendo.
I thought you said Wario for a second. Imagine a Wario outfit because it's on the Switch.
Your passions. Rev up for true arcade racing in Horizon Chase 2. Speed through stunning environments.
Well, this
each with
looks
its
nice and
own
generic.
Dynamic art style while overtaking your rivals on the road. Play the main campaign to unlock vehicles, courses, and more. You can also upgrade your vehicle and style it to fit your high-octane needs. Itching for more racing action? Up to 4
I just don't have anything else to say.
Pedal to the metal in couch co-op.
It's
or
your
online. Go
your
full
stock
throttle
standard
in Horizon
arcadey
Chase
racer.
2, launching
It really
on
is.
Nintendo Switch shortly after this presentation. Warm up for
I wonder how many
musical
people will play
mayhem
it.
in this rhythm-based adventure. Time your button presses with the music to solve puzzles and battle bosses.
Ah.
Over 30 thrilling tracks await, including music from iconic Konami games.
Oh boy,
Up
yes.
to 4 friends can battle it out in
Games
versus
which we may
modes,
never see
or
again.
jam together in local or online play. Super Crazy Rhythm Castle launches on Nintendo Switch November
Oh, okay,
14th.
they're passing the low frame rate
Pre-order
animations
begin
off as
on
art
Nintendo
style, I
eShop
guess.
Shortly after this presentation. Anya Forger has a new assignment from school. Creating
Oh,
a
Spy
photo
X.
diary.
Yeah, I definitely thought I'd seen
On
her
weekdays,
before.
You'll head to class,
Yes.
then enjoy family time in the evenings. On days off, you can visit all sorts of exciting places.
I've definitely
like the
seen
beach or an art
people
museum
going on about
in
Spy
search
X
of
Family on Know
subjects
Your
to
Meme.
photograph. How will you spend your time with friends and family? And what kind of photo diary will you help Anya make? Spy Anya Operation Memories launches on Nintendo
A slice
Switch
of life
next year.
video game? Okay.
Mario's first RPG adventure returns. Super Mario RPG is back with updated
It sure
graphics.
is.
Let's go over some new and
I love how-
returning gameplay features.
How perfectly they recreated
Time
the
your
way
button
Mario
presses with
looked
action commands
in
to
that game,
increase
but, you know,
damage
making
dealt
him not look
or
horrible and
decrease
crusty.
damage received. When you time your attacks perfectly, you can now damage all
Excuse
enemies
me.
at once.
Oh, wow,
Every
okay.
successful action command will fill this gauge.
I mean,
When
I'm
it's
almost
full,
tempted to
you
play
can
this, but the
unleash
one obstacle for me
three-character triple move.
is the same obstacle as I experienced with the wanting to play the original. It's the isometric perspective making the platforming almost impossible in some places.
During your
Yeah, they
adventure,
didn't
you'll
give
encounter
actual
bosses with
perspective
colorful
to this.
personalities.
It's all
After clearing the game, you can fight
orthogonal.
some of them again.
Is that the word?
But these powered-up bosses
Everything
aren't
stays the
gonna
same
be
size no
easy.
matter how far away from the camera it is. Okay, so they are actually adding some stuff. Not just content, but actual mechanics as well.
Set off for adventure with Mario and Friends when Super Mario RPG launches
Oh.
on Nintendo Switch November 17th.
Well, yeah,
Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo
there's
eShop.
sort of platforming. It's in the overworld.
Hey,
There's only like a couple of late game challenges where it actually becomes platforming, but it's definitely going to be awkward.
the Nintendo DS game Another Code, Two Memories returns on Nintendo
Oh.
Switch. One day, a young girl named Ashley receives a letter.
I think it's
from the
safe to say
father
they've
she
updated
thought
the
passed
graphics then.
away.
I've
Seeking
never heard of
answers,
this.
she sets
Never seen it
off for
before.
the solitary Blood Edward Island in search of him. Once there, Ashley encounters puzzles and obstacles that hinder her investigation.
Oh, that seems like a touchscreen puzzle. So does that. Okay, yeah, I can definitely see the DS-ness of it.
Can you see me?
She also meets a mysterious boy.
Oh, that was a boy.
What truths
Okay,
await
I
Ashley
was
in this
wondering.
place?
And no matter
I was
how
leaning
hard I
towards
try,
boy. Couldn't be
I
sure
can't
though.
remember Dad's face. Who are you?
Another Code R, Journey into Lost Memories, the sequel to the original game, is also included.
So this is
Ooh.
like Juliet, huh?
Another
Play
1
both
and 2
games
collection
to
then.
experience the full story. Unravel both adventures, fully enhanced for Nintendo Switch, when Another Code Recollection launches January 19th. Pre-orders
Expecting a new
begin on
console
Nintendo
announcement?
eShop shortly
I'm
after
not
this
expecting
presentation.
anything when it comes to the Switch 2. We've been anticipating it for like 3 years and it just hasn't happened.
グラフィックはもちろん、すべてを一新してアナザーコードリコレクションとして任天堂
Yes, that is what the man just said.
発売までもうしばらくお待ちください。続いてはこちらをご覧ください。
I mean, Oh. Well, I just spoiled myself on what the title of this is. They've got chapters here, so I could just hover over the timeline and see what everything is. But I shall not. Right, so we finally get to see some more of this.
Princess Peach and some toads went to go see it, but then
And of course it's a villainess.
suddenly made their grand entrance and took center stage.
Okay, so it looks like my prequel theory is out the window then.
Now it's up to
Yeah,
Peach
because we
and
saw
Peter's
Peach
guardian Stella to
in the
save
teaser.
play
Oh,
and
cute
the
flower.
day.
we saw Peach without her crown and with her hair in a different style. So I thought, oh, maybe this is before she was. I mean, not that that's how royalty works, but it just, you know, it seemed like a significant enough deviation from the character that, you know, it was something different. You know, it was maybe before she let Mario do everything heroic for her, but
Whoa! Peach transformed into Sword Fighter.
whoa, nice.
She can use fantastic show-stopping
Okay, so they are willing to change her outfit then.
with sensational swordplay.
Because I thought, like, part of the reason I thought
Peach saved this performance.
that No Crown signified prequel was that
There are more
they wouldn't give her a whole different outfit, but wow, they did, and she looks awesome in it.
Have gone missing. Become Detective Peach, investigate clues, and track down who done it.
Yeah, I heard that they were showing the Switch 2 to investors, but
Desserts have been snatched.
actually, like, who even knows when they're going to show it to us?
Turn into patissiere, Peach, and save it from a sugar crash.
She's her own princess who doesn't need someone to rescue her. I'm not talking about rescuing her even. I'm talking about just doing anything. Even in the games where she's not the one who's been kidnapped and needs rescuing, then it's still Mario doing most of the work, unless you're in multiplayer.
Are just behind the curtain. The stage is set. Our leading lady is ready for the spotlight.
The stakes are lower here.
Princess Peach, showtime.
I guess.
Makes its debut on Nintendo Switch, March
Okay,
22nd.
so
Pre-orders begin on Nintendo eShop.
less
shortly after this
stereotypically girly
presentation.
than Super Princess Peach with her emotions and stuff, but yeah, definitely softer than your typical Mario.
プリンセスピーチショータイムです。映像で紹介した変身以外にもまだあるようなのでお楽しみに。
Wow, so she
続きヘッドラインをご覧ください。
okay, so she plays dress up. That's still pretty girly, but
A new saga begins. A multi-layered RPG full of rich stories awaits in Saga Emerald Beyond. There are 6 heroes to choose from.
is this a new one? Is this a new one? I can't tell. I'm asking that question with pretty much every Switch game I see at this point. And not just because of, you know, it's the Switch and the graphics aren't amazing, but because there have been so many remakes recently.
And a king
Barbie
of
Peach,
darkness who was recently reawakened. Select a hero, then follow their journey through 17 interconnected worlds as they strive to achieve their goals. How the story unfolds is in your hands.
Those graphics look weird. There's like a weird edge on everything.
Seen in the Saga franchise.
That's so weird.
Fight in timeline battles, turn-based combat in which turn order is crucial to victory. Use special techniques to control the order of actions, or activate team combos to swing the tide of battle in your favor.
That's a tried and true way of making turn-based battles a bit more interesting. Okay, well, I know nothing about Saga, but there's a new one, I guess. What? Really?
3 Tomb Raider games, all with upgraded
What?
visuals, are venturing onto Nintendo Switch in one daring collection.
They dared acknowledge when she had big boobs again? Really?
And face off against deadly
They
foes
dared
and
acknowledge the
even
times when she wasn't just... Oh boy, it looks rough, but... They dared acknowledge the time from before she was miserable and grubby and kept on getting impaled on things. Imagine. I mean, these graphics... It looks like an upscaled GameCube game rather than a PS1 game, but...
And secret levels for each game. You can also toggle between the original
That's-
polygon look and the upgraded visuals.
Ah, that's why. That's why it looks so crusty. It's because they built it on the same engine.
February 14th. Pre-orders begin on Nintendo eShop shortly after this presentation.
I wonder if they updated the controls then, because I heard Tomb Raider 1 especially is pretty
Detectives got
clunky.
a second bolt of brilliance.
More like a third trailer. Okay, well, I guess I do get to react to some Pokemon stuff
This
then.
is Rhyme City, a place where humans and Pokemon coexist. the detective duo of Pikachu and his partner Tim investigate various cases while searching for Harry, Tim's missing father. Tim interviews people, Pikachu interviews Pokemon, and they find the truth together. They'll also rely on other Pokemon to broaden the scope of
Yeah,
their
it's still a little weird seeing the standard Pokemon models and then humans, which are in a much more detailed art style.
Smash rocks with Darmanitan.
But the game looks cool, I guess, if you like
Peer through
detective
walls
games.
with Luxray.
Oh, can Luxray do
Tim and
that?
Pikachu solve all the mysteries and find Harry?
Oh, excuse me.
Find out when Detective Pikachu
Okay.
returns.
Thankfully, it wasn't too
Launches
lengthy of a
on
trailer,
Nintendo
considering
Switch, October 6th.
how much coverage we got in
Pre-orders
the
are available
Pokemon
now
Direct
on
recently.
Nintendo eShop.
Oh yeah.
This game's a real
Oh, it's Trombone
toot.
Champ, no way. So, what was I about to say? Yeah.
Raise your
In the
brand
last
for the
Pokemon
quick
reaction, I
revenue
said, oh, it looks like
Trombone
they're
Champ.
going to be posting regular trailers again like they did last year. Whoop-de-doo. In before they don't, and then they didn't. So, I mean, I was expecting them, and I was saying in before as a joke, but then they just posted 3 back to back and then never posted any again.
Or the IR motion camera
So
on the
whatever.
right Joy-Con controller. The controls are pretty unique. And mastering
Wait,
every control
what?
scheme won't
I
be a
just
walk in the
looked
park.
up there. Is that the control
Your
scheme?
way through nearly 50 songs spanning various genres, from classical to electronica and everything in between. Plus,
Multiplayer?
up to 4 musicians can band together in
Oh
local
my
multiplayer.
goodness.
Trombone Champ
Okay,
slides
that's cool.
onto Nintendo
I mean, it's nice to see
Switch
Trombone
shortly after
Champ.
this presentation.
I will say that much.
Battle your way to victory
Tilt
in
controls.
These Nintendo Switch games.
Oh well, good to know that's optional, I guess, but I don't know what you'd do otherwise. I guess use the gyro. That would be the more sensible option. Oh boy, I've never seen a game that looks like this before. Oh, nice stock public domain characters as well, by the look of it.
Choose from 15 heroes, each inspired by a different mythology.
Yeah.
Work with your allies to be the last team standing. Battle Crush is free to play and launches first for consoles on Nintendo Switch next spring. A closed beta test will be available this October.
Really?
Lead your
Normally they only do
mercenaries
that for the
to fame
games
and
that
fortune
they
in
expect
this
to be big.
open-world tactical RPG. Take up various contracts, from protecting townsfolk from thieves to vanquishing
Wait, are you
the
actually a
land's
trombone
most
player,
notorious figures.
Doug? I didn't know that.
Before battle, equip your mercenaries with the best gear and skills to claim victory and live to see another day. Up to 4 players online can jointly command a troop and journey together across this vast world. War Tales launches as a timed console
cool.
exclusive on Nintendo Switch shortly after this
Oh,
presentation.
yeah, not the game though. I wasn't reacting to the game. It's just.
Run and gun in this reimagining
What?
of the beloved NES classic.
What did I just say
Contra.
earlier about never seeing certain
Blast through
Konami
explosive
franchises again?
stages with a devastating arsenal of
Especially after how
weapons to
disgraceful the
crush
last Contra
attacking
game was.
forces. Spring into action.
I mean,
with
this looks
easy
cheap,
pick-up and
but
play controls and a variety of difficulty options.
It definitely looks a lot more
This
true to
reimagining from
what people
Konami
actually
and
want from
Way
Contra.
Forward features new weapons, enemies, powerful super attacks, and a 4-player co-op
Okay, well,
mode.
this could be
Contra,
really
Operation
bland
Kaluga
and lame,
storms
or it
onto
could be
Nintendo
pretty good.
Switch early next year.
I'm sure actual Contra players would be able to
Liberate your
would be able to tell better than I
Reclaim
can just from
your
looking at that
destiny.
trailer.
'Tis a grievous tale which speaks of Fevrith, one of stolen destiny, stolen minds, and stolen nations. Yet as the world stands consumed by immense evil, a fallen prince shall rise again. Ring of
Oh,
Light
sorry.
lighting his path.
All the cliches got to me.
That is the Ring of the Unicorn, ancestral treasure of Cornia's royal lineage. Legend speaks of your ancestors wielding it to purify evil. Yet the answer is clear as day now. The path before us is laid bare, and all that remains now is to walk it. Walk it I will, Mother.
Freely traverse an expansive world. Gather new allies, forge your bonds, and lead
I just
the
can't muster the effort to even comment on the genericness of this setting and story.
60 unique characters, from humans and elves to massive beasts.
The whole direct felt like we actually know what fans want we promise. Well, I'll take that to mean that there's good stuff. But
Or even years. But I shall see the duties of my bloodline.
oh wow, it's a long one as well.
Atlas
I wanted to stream other stuff as well, you know.
presents the rebirth of tactical fantasy RPGs. Unicorn Overlord.
Unicorn Overlord.
March 8th,
It's better than
2024.
Octopath Traveler, I guess. Wait a minute, is this Luigi's Mansion or something? It is! Wow! Wait, is this Dark Moon then? I think so.
Luigi's Mansion 2 HD.
No way! And they're actually calling it Luigi's Mansion 2 this time. Okay, I guess that
Evershade Valley,
removes
a place
confusion.
that's screaming and teeming with the supernatural. Luigi, our faint of heart hero, was
Wow.
sent here to check it out. Time for some mansion mayhem.
Okay, it looks like the fidelity is a little lower than 3, but that's fair.
The Poltergust.
It's not a new
Use it
game,
to
it's just a
light up dark
remake,
areas.
remaster.
Vacuum up objects and interact with the environment.
Wow.
It's a handy tool for your paranormal escapades.
I see someone here has played
Plus,
this.
when you spot a ghost, pop! You can stun them with the strobe bulb, then vacuum them up.
Yes,
You can
like
even
the last
have multiple
last
ghosts
game
at
that came
once.
out, but with less mechanics. But it's still cool to
In
see
this game, you'll
the
find ghosts haunting
previous one.
a former plant research
It
lab,
makes me wonder if they'll do Luigi's Mansion 1.
a broken
It would be
down
funny if they
clock
did them
factory that's full
completely
of sand,
backwards.
a mine covered in ice and snow, and even more
Did they say they'd
places.
port 1?
These
I don't remember them
troublemakers
saying
will use
that.
every trick in the book
They
to
ported
block your
one to
path.
3DS as like one of the
Can
last
Luigi
3DS
summon his
games for
courage
whatever
and save
reason.
the day? Looking for other ghost hunters? Up to 4 players online can do some exercise.
Oh yeah, I
across
remember the different
multiplayer
coloured
modes.
Luigis.
Luigi's Mansion 2 HD creeps
They've
onto
completely
Nintendo
dropped the
Switch
Dark Moon
next
subtitle
summer.
then. That's going to lead to its own confusion.
いかがでしたか？ここで皆さんに
It's like, I mean, if they'd done Luigi's Mansion 3, then Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, then Switch players might have thought that that was Luigi's Mansion 4. But calling it 2 removes that confusion, but it also adds confusion potentially from people thinking, well, is this different from Dark Moon? There's just no winning with video game
大きな
titles.
ハテナブロックが見えてきましたが、実
Sure
はこのハ
does.
テナブロック、現在京都府宇治市に建設中の任天堂資料館の屋上に描かれているものなんで
Nintendo
す。
Gallery? I don't recall
こ
that.
の資料館の正式名称は任天堂ミュージアムに決まりました。
Oh.
任天堂ミュージアムはその名の通り、今までに発売されたさまざまな任天堂製品を展示する施設になりますが、現在2023年度の完成を目指して
I mean, they could have called it Luigi's Mansion 2 Dark Moon HD,
オープンの
but
時期を
then they would be getting into
詳細について
Kingdom
は
Hearts territory.
改めてお知らせしますので、もうしばらくお待ちください。2つ目はアミーボに関するお知らせです。ゼルダとガノンドルフの発売日が
Okay.
11月3日に決定しまし
They're
た。
still doing Amiibo.
そしてゼノブレイド3のノアとニオは2体1組のセットで2024年1月19日に発売します。
What do we even use Amiibo for nowadays?
さらに新たなアミーボとして大乱闘
What?
スマッシュブラザーズスペシャルから
Oh.
空の発売が決定しました。
Oh,
これによって
boring.
スマブラスペシャルの
Speaking of Kingdom
全
Hearts,
キャラが
actually.
アミーボに勢ぞろいします。発売は
I haven't finished Tears of the Kingdom either,
お楽しみに。
but my definition of finishing Tears of the Kingdom would be watching Vinny's playthrough of it.
続いてはこちらの映像をご覧く
And I
ださい
keep。seeing fan art of a particular dragon on No Your Meme, and I'm like, oh, that's a major story event that was spoiled for me. Oh. Wait a minute, I saw a Daily Express article that
Returns as a 99
What?
player battle royale.
oh, that's so cool.
F-Zero 99.
What? It's actually a new game. I thought it was just NSO.
Machines from the original Super NES game.
So that's,
Tear
you know,
through courses in high-speed races.
Daily
But
Express
be
article,
careful.
you know, one of
Your
the
power meter will
trashy
decrease
British
if you crash
tabloids
into
that was
pylons
saying
or guardrails.
F-Zero
With
to feature in
F-Zero,
Nintendo Direct.
you're out.
They were actually right.
You'll need to avoid collisions and
So
conserve
if that
your
was
power meter
actually
to stay in
leaked,
the race.
then the same article said
Feeling
Switch
risky?
2 was in this
Spend
Direct,
some of your power meter
so...
for a temporary speed boost.
Oh, hey Niff, you're here as well.
You can also collect super sparks, which appear when machines collide.
Well, this isn't
to
NSO
boost
though,
up
is
to a
it?
special
Look,
path called
it's a new
the
game.
Skyway.
It's a 99
It's your
game.
best chance at bypassing your rivals and jumping into a higher position.
Ah. That totally makes sense as a format for a racing game.
Options for your machine.
I'm sorry about the quality. I mean, for starters, I'm only recording this in 30 FPS, but... Oh boy, that YouTube quality is very crusty, even for me here, so... You know, when I post the VOD, it's going to go through 2 more rounds of compression.
30年以上の時を経て F0 が
Wait,
バトルロイヤルに
why
ように
would
なります。
why would it be on
任天
NSO
堂スイッ
though?
チオンラインに加入していると購入できる。
Oh,
スーパー
cool.
ファミコンのコントローラーにももちろん対応しています。
What?
ぜひ
Why would it be on
1位を
NSO
目指
though?
して挑戦してみて
That's
くださ
their
い。
virtual console.
それではヘッドラインをご覧ください。
Oh, I mean, I guess in the broader sense of games that you play online on Switch, rather than the
small fuzzy beings called yordles. After a party gets a little too wild, the
Yordles?
portals holding the land together
That sounds
collapse
familiar.
and throw everything into chaos. It's up to you and your knitting magic to stitch Bandle City back together. Journey across the land to gather materials and craft items and meals for the locals. As you continue gathering and crafting, you can weave together new upgrades by unlocking more branches of the skill tree.
This feels like
Enchant your experience even further
older indie
by
game.
embarking on quests and hosting
Something that-
festivals for the community.
or like something that might have appeared on DS or something originally,
And what
because
mysteries will you discover
it's a
during
tiny
your
little
magical
character in the
adventure?
middle of a huge screen. So
Bandle Tale, a League
No,
of
it's
Legends story,
original, apparently.
launches on Nintendo
okay.
Switch next year. Wait, did you hear that? Join best friends Nunu and Willem on a journey across the frozen wilds of the Freljord. Jump,
the what?
climb, and sled your way through a beautiful yet treacherous land.
What did you say it was?
Where every step taken and each puzzle solved
Song of
will
Nunu.
bring you closer to the truth
Ah.
about these friends. And
It's the
their past.
Teletubbies spin-off we've always wanted.
Song of Nunu, a League of Legends story, launches
Oh, League of
first on
Legends.
Nintendo
Oh, okay.
Switch, November 1st.
Okay.
Pre-orders begin on
League of
Nintendo
Legends,
eShop shortly
ew.
after this presentation.
I mean, League of Legends itself, sure, but
Let's
I mean,
move
spin-offs are
into
probably fine.
formation.
Yeah, that explains it. It's just League of Legends. I wasn't actually listening to his voice there. Was that Charles Martinet?
This tropical resort
Or
contains
is he,
tons of
you know,
micro
retired
games
from
that'll get
Wario
your
as well?
body moving.
Ugh.
In each micro game, you'll get into a specific pose called a form.
Oh,
Copy the form shown, then
so
perform the
like
correct action as quick
smooth
as you
moves
can.
on the Wii then. Okay. Okay, so wait, is this our third WarioWare on Switch,
So look alive.
or is this the one that they? No, this is just
Up to
the.
4 players can battle it out in party mode.
I don't remember if they showed a second one and
Reach
it
the
came
goal
out, or if
without
this is
getting
that one
caught by
again.
Medusa. Or settle the score in an arena to be the last one posing. With over 200 lightning-fast micro games and multiplayer modes aplenty, everyone's in for a wacky time.
Was that one
WarioWare
twerking?
Move It launches on
Move
Nintendo
It.
Switch November 3rd.
I don't remember if that was the title
Pre-orders
that
are
they said
available
for the
now
other
on
one.
Nintendo eShop.
So I guess this is probably just the second WarioWare game on Switch, but it's still interesting that they did two,
Soon
with
unfold.
which are completely different from each other.
Lead an army of over 100 heroes into battle and put an end to an empire's
Excuse me.
invasion.
Oh, there's a furry.
Meet Noah, a humble villager.
Otherwise, this looks very similar to that other one,
Sane, an officer from the Empire.
but
and
with
Marissa,
a more
forest
open
guardian.
overworld.
These three band together to fight for a common goal. On their journey, they'll meet a variety of heroes who can join their cause. This
Look at
is
those
your home
dudes.
base, known as the headquarters. As allies join you, additional facilities will become available. You'll be able to tend crops, open shops, and more. Each hero you encounter has their own backstory and motivation. They may not always get along at first, but these conflicts may strengthen the bonds between your heroes. Trust, betrayal, justice, and truth. A heroic tale will begin when Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes launches on Nintendo Switch, April 23rd.
Alright.
Participate in some pixel-perfect play.
And what's that supposed to mean?
Next stop, Octopia. Travel to a
Octopia?
charming parallel
Okay.
world in this paid DLC for Eastward. Help Sam and John turn the pages of a new
What's
chapter
Eastward?
as they adjust to country life.
Is
in
it something
a
that's been shown in a
mountainside
Nintendo Direct before?
village. Tend
Otherwise,
to livestock.
like,
Whip up
I would
culinary
never know what
delights
it
for
was.
your neighbors, and restore buildings to help the village thrive. And if you're new to Eastward, don't worry. You can access the DLC even if you haven't played the main story. Eastward Octopia ventures onto Nintendo Switch this winter. Get back into
Looks
the
nice, I
groove.
guess.
In this sequel to Wargroove.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, this looks a lot like Advance Wars. It's the thing that... It's that thing that, you know, one of those fan-made... Oh, they're never making another one of these, so let's make one ourselves.
Lead a roguelike offensive in conquest mode.
So it's weird that they're putting that on
Battle
Switch
friends
when
locally
the
or online.
actual Advance Wars just came back.
Or create and share your own cutscenes and campaigns. Wargroove 2 marches onto Nintendo Switch as a console exclusive October
It's an
5th.
exclusive as well?
Pre-orders begin on Nintendo eShop shortly after this presentation.
Okay.
Dive and catch fish by day. Then serve them as sushi by night in the aquatic adventure Dave the Diver.
Oh,
Use
Wait,
the
did I
fishing
hear
pod
about
to
this?
concoct recipes and create the day's menu.
maybe it was on
Then
zero
tend to the
punctuation or
clamoring
something.
customers at your sushi
Yeah, it
restaurant.
was. Or was it?
Explore an ever-changing
I
underwater
definitely saw
world to
something
find the
about
best
this.
ingredients and strive to exceed culinary expectations. Dave the Diver launches first for consoles on Nintendo Switch October 26th. Pre-orders and a free demo swim
Okay.
onto Nintendo eShop shortly after this presentation. The final wave is racing.
Oh, here we
in.
go.
Here's a sneak peek at Wave 6, the final
Oh, it's that
wave
race
of the
course.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass DLC.
The one with the
From Mario
shipping on
Kart
it.
Wii, Daisy Circuit.
Daisy
More
Circuit,
returning
that's what it's
characters
called.
are also being added in Wave 6. From Mario Kart Double Dash, Diddy Kong. From Mario
Cool.
Kart Wii, Funky
Ah. Oh, he still has the same voice clips as
And
well.
From Mario Kart Tour, Pauline.
I didn't even know she was in that. Actually, I think I did, but I forgot.
And also, Peachette.
Okay. Pink Toad Peach.
Wave 6 of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass drives onto Nintendo Switch this winter. This DLC can be purchased on its own, while active Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack members can also enjoy it at no additional cost. Plus, a physical version of the Mario
Oh,
Kart 8
boy.
Deluxe Booster Course Pass DLC, bundled with some
You know when
extra
you yawn and it
goodies, is
squeezes
racing
tears
into
out of your
stores
eyes?
October 6th.
Ugh.
Something new is among us.
Burgers. 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 Among Us was already on Switch, right? Oh, wait. I saw like some mention of a new Among Us map, and so I guess this is it, and it's on Switch. Okay. Nice little animated scene here. Bit of a Metroid-looking ship as well. Well, there goes Red. Red was not the imposter. Oh no, he's fine. A whole trailer like that for a new map. I mean, that should show you how popular Among Us has gotten then. If they had the budget for that. Just for a new map. The Fungal.
This new map for Among Us is free and launches this October.
いかがでしたか？ここまで任天堂ダイレクトをご視聴いただきありがとうございます。さまざまなタイトルをご紹介してきましたが、9月以降に任天堂から発売するタイトルをまとめた
Right, yes, that would help me with my terrible memory.
ご覧ください。
Right. Oh, the teal mask is actually out? Okay, Mario Wonder, yep, that's coming soon, wow. RPG, wow. You know, I heard the talk about... Okay, that's winter. I heard the talk about whether this is the best year for gaming of all time. The answer is probably not, but there is so much cool stuff coming out.
これから発売するタイトルをお楽しみに。次が最後の映像となります。ご覧ください。
There you go. One more thing, TM. Wait, no. No. I went... But... Okay, so Tuber, when you said Thousand Year Door in the Discord, I thought they just, you know, it was on NSO. Forgetting that it was a GameCube game, so that they wouldn't do that, but they actually remade it? How? This year doesn't end in 7, so it can't be a best year? Yeah, true, I was thinking that as well. I'm shocked that they are willing to acknowledge this era of Paper Mario. I'm shocked after how adamant they were not to allow Intelligent Systems to use any original characters in the last few. They were so adamant. There's like the poor developers had to go through the most like they had to the most torturous technicalities of what it's not. This Bob-omb isn't quite a partner. He's called Bobby, but it's not really his name. Wow. That is not what I was expecting at all. That's so cool. Finally, you know, the gameplay that people actually liked. Yes, imagine that. And the funny thing is, it's not that crazy of an upgrade visually. But yeah, the extra little bump to the lighting is nice. I like the little white outline to show the paper. And I noticed that they've added unique dialogue sounds for different people's voices. I see what you mean now by "we're listening, we promise."
ゲームキューブで発売した
ゲームキューブ
RPG がグラフィックを新たに登場します。
Sure will.
当時遊ばれた方はもちろん、まだプレイしていない方も
You know, I was thinking about it, but I was thinking I would play 64 first. So,
任天堂ダイレクトは以上となります。ご視聴ありがとうございました。
Wow. Yeah, what they're doing 2 classic Mario RPG remakes at the same time. That's nutty. Imagine that. Wow, you know. I'm imagining Vinny's reaction now because he was thrilled about Mario RPG. He was like, well, it's been 5 years since I played that, I'll play it again. But 1,000 Year Door at the same time. You'd think they would at least do it next year. I mean, it probably said it was releasing next year, but... What? Yeah, 2024. Okay, I just didn't notice that. You'd think they would announce it next year, though. They haven't even released Mario RPG yet. I don't know what a .za domain is. No idea. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so that's not what I expected at all. Wow. Yeah, they are listening. They do promise. Cool. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's me. That's me warmed up, I guess. And so, I suppose I'll switch over to White 2, and yeah, and I'll be ready to play that in a few minutes then. Wow. Okay, so I'll see you all in a few minutes then, for those of you who want to stick around.